At WrestleMania 34, one of the biggest stories that there was the whole show was the return of Daniel Bryan. After 2 years of being out of action since before WrestleMania 32, Bryan was told that he was cleared to wrestle, and he had a match where he teamed up with Shane McMahon, going up against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. After that, basically they ran a whole storyline of Zayn and Owens being fired and sent to Monday Night Raw, where Daniel Bryan was sort of freed to sort of have an open landscape on the roster to start fresh and see where he was going to go. When Daniel Bryan's news came out, I'm sure most people were like me, pairing up dream matches, whether if it was Bryan against Nakamura, Bryan against Rollins. Bryan even said that he wants to have a match against Roderick Strong, battling against these guys that we've seen him have fights against back in ROH, or just guys that, were in New Japan at the time, or people that have come up through NXT and just saying like, man, this is going to be awesome. Daniel Bryan being one of the best workers that are in the business, knowing how to work just about any style and just about get anything over. And here comes Backlash, and Big Cass coming over from Monday Night Raw, healing up from his injury, says that he wants to prove that he's the biggest guy on the roster and wants to be the biggest star, and keeps attacking Daniel Bryan from behind. And we're led to having a Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass match. Some people think that Big Cass is actually the muscle behind The Miz because of the fact The Miz doing all of the smack talking back on Talking Smack to Daniel Bryan, basically saying that he didn't have the guts to fight him, and it just was kept on pushing and pushing and pushing, putting leverage on Daniel Bryan, knowing that they were pushing a match that never would be able to pan out because of the fact that Bryan was not allowed to wrestle. And now here, basically, The Miz was moved to SmackDown on Raw before the Superstar Shakeup even happened. Basically said that at basically everyone in WWE, from Stephanie, Triple H, Daniel Bryan, Paige, Kurt Angle, everybody just said, you know what? You're being sent to SmackDown to get your ass kicked. In my mind, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz would be the bona fide real main event of Backlash that would have people talking like this is something that we're going to have to see. I don't understand Bryan versus Cass because of the fact that a lot like the WrestleMania match. How do you pick Daniel Bryan to lose? I know that Daniel Bryan's going to lose a match. He's not going to be the Bruno Sammartino of 2018, where he just mows down everyone. I think that he's going to be the person that people want to see, but at the same time, you have to understand that WWE is going to be sort of scared to put a championship on this guy, whether if it is the World Heavyweight Championship or the Intercontinental Championship, the United States belt. It doesn't matter, because both times Bryan is, came up injured, after WrestleMania 30 and WrestleMania 31, and have had to been stripped of the belt and basically change every direction there is at the company for what is going down. I think they need to count their blessings that Bryan is back on the roster, selling house show tickets, selling t-shirts, this, that, and the other, and basically build up to the point where they really know if Daniel Bryan is in this for the long haul or if he's just going to be wrestling here, there, and today, and just wondering when that blow to the head's going to come that takes him out of action. At the pay-per-view, I really want to pick Daniel Bryan to win, but you got to know that Kaz just got sent to Raw. They want to make this guy look like he's a big deal, and you got to wonder if he's got to get the win.